Hi, I'm Donna. This is the Blue Goat. It's kind of a modern day Green Acres. My husband and I have just spent the last 20 years nearly living in Dallas, and now we've bought 10 acres out in the country. And, we're going to spend the rest of our life out here building a homestead, kind of self-sufficient, as green as possible kind of lifestyle. So this is kind of the beginning. We've been here a couple of weeks. I've unpacked enough that I feel like I can stop for a minute and share some things. Today I'm going to make a compost bin. Composting is important for self-sufficiency and living green. And plus it's just cool. I can't describe it. If you ever try it, you'll know what I mean. But it's so cool to take food scraps and other organic scraps, things that you've cut down, vegetable parings and stubble out of your garden, and compost it and turn it into soil. It doesn't just turn into mush, it turns into soil. It's the most amazing thing. So you take your organic matter, maybe it's dried grass trimmings and, like I said, stubble from the garden. Maybe it's food scraps from the kitchen. And you toss them in with, some water. And you let them sit and they start to decompose. And you stir them. And usually that's the complicated part. You have to, open up, your bin and use a pitchfork and turn everything, and I don't have time for that right now, and I don't even know where I want to put my permanent composting area. So a tumbler is really good. You can build tumblers up on A-frames where you can just turn them kind of a lottery or a bingo ball cage. I'm just going to roll mine on the ground, so for today anyway, because I'm not ready to start building something with lumber. But composting can be super simple. You don't have to have a big setup. You don't have to have a lot of know-how. It doesn't stink. It doesn't draw pests. I mean, those are the things I was worried about when I first thought about composting. And they aren't issues if you're composting correctly. I found this great website that kind of gave me a list of what you can and cannot compost. I'm going to talk a little bit about it now. I'm going to show you my bin of kitchen scraps. You'll see that, just food that's scraped off of plates can go in there. Eggshells are fantastic. Sorry about the flies. Potato peels, carrot peels. You can feed these things to the chicken too, but, tea grounds. Now, you see paper towels in there, and I have more paper towels over here that I kind of just pulled out because I wanted to, be able to show you the other stuff. But you want to put in about 50% green and 50% brown. All of this food scraps and tea bags. And see, that was kind of like can you see down in there the leftover cereal dust out of the bottom of the cereal box? Those things are all green. Paper is brown. If you were to use coffee grounds are brown. And we just, you want to put about 50% green and 50% brown. So the tip that was really helpful to me was whatever container you have full of green stuff, once you dump your green stuff in, then fill it back up with brown stuff, and then dump that in, and then you're ready to get it wet and start stirring. The fact that this this 55-gallon drum is black is good, because as the sun hits it and it absorbs the heat, it retains the heat. And, you need a little bit of heat. It helps things decompose better. That's not such a big deal right now. It's the middle of October and we're still in the 70s. But, pretty soon it's going to get pretty cold. And I can at least leave this thing laying out in the sun, and the sunshine will help me along with the composting. So I'm going to try to kind of follow this lady's advice about however much, put in your green and then fill it up with brown. So here goes the green. I want to get some of this looser hay that's already dried up. All right. I like to work in the shade, can you tell? I know. That's the city girl in me, I'm sure. All right, so there went the brown. So I have the green, the brown. There's not much. It barely covers the bottom, but this is how you start. I need to go find the water hose. Let's go find the water hose. Now, it's not like you drench it, but you do get it good and wet. Okay. Woo! Here we go. I'm excited. I started my composting. All right. So there she is. I'm just kicking her with my foot. Let her tumble. I don't know how long you tumble it. You know, I guess until it's mixed. And I know eventually I'll build a little A-frame so I can just step out the kitchen door and, oops. Yep. Some stuff fell out. Okay. So it, you know. So I guess it's mixed good enough. If it's traveled all the way across the bin, then it's mixed up good enough. All right. Now that black barrel is making soil. And I'm going to use the soil to improve my garden. I'm going to use it to, well, you know, improve anywhere that I want to grow things. This area here, which is a very makeshift, hang on, this is ruining my frame, makeshift chicken coop. I have two areas because I have two kinds of birds, and they don't want to lay when they're together, but they lay fine when they're apart. It's a very short area because I just want the birds to scratch and poop, and peck and scratch and poop, and they'll get the soil really loosened up and worked up. Then I'll move that whole thing over here and do another equal size of a section. And then I'll have a really nice vegetable garden area ready for the spring. Oh, such a beautiful breeze. In the country, things work together. Things matter to each other, and they do part of the work for you if you know how to line them up. So I'm excited. I'm going to show you how things go. Oh, and if they go sideways and the wheels come off, you're going to get to see that too. That might be the best, you know, videos I put up. We'll see. Anyway, thanks. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And, you know, keep an eye on the website so you can see more videos or more blog entries. Bye-bye.